Caribbeans to the mainlands and across the world. This is Caribbean Broadcasting Television, bringing you the latest in news, politics, current affairs, sports, entertainment documentaries, and weather. Welcome to Cbtv, Caribbean's leading source in news.
Hi, this is Stephanie Bignell reporting for Cbtv. In today's news, Caribbean countries listed in U.S. money laundering report, festival marred by deaths, Tessan Chin to be honored in Toronto and sang at the White House, Guyana to receive U.S. $2.9 million grant for private sector investments, NCYD to provide employment opportunities, and St. Vincent Police to investigate woman's death after raid by lawmen. With its recent release of the 2014 International Narcotics Control Strategy Report, the United States Department has listed several CARICOM and non-CARICOM member states such as Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Belize, Haiti, the British Virgin Islands, and the Cayman Islands among major money laundering nations around the world. The report said that the complex nature of money laundering transactions today make it difficult in many cases to distinguish the proceeds of narcotics trafficking from the proceeds of other serious crimes. Moreover, financial institutions engaging in transactions involving significant amounts of proceeds from other serious crimes were vulnerable to narcotics-related money laundering. As celebrations were in full swing at the Haitian Street Festival, not everyone was feeling the vibes. Haiti's Civil Protection Office confirmed 100 injuries due to serious allergies in street scuffles. The death of 2 patrons of the event by vehicular accident and excessive drinking were also confirmed. Although the incidents were seen as unfortunate, it was taken in stride, as this usually accompanies the 3-day event. Confirming the friendly relations between the two, Japan has agreed to provide a grant in the sum of US $2.9 million to Guyana in order for the country to make funds available to the private sector at low interest rates. The Guyanese government has confirmed there is already a list of items that can be purchased by members of the private sector in need of these finances, such as civil engineering equipment and electrical power machinery that are needed for infrastructural developments. On Wednesday, the Grenada Union of Teachers GUT staged their first protest to force the Keith Mitchell government to pay arrears to teachers. Last month, the government voiced that they were unable to pay the EC $12 million owed to public servants, but are trying to sort out the matter of the back payment to the public officers, teachers, prison officers was due to be made last Friday, and the statement said that all unions and welfare associations have been informed of the situation. The teachers have had more than enough of waiting, however, and have demanded that payment be made by March 12 to avoid increased protesting. Last month, the government was urging trade unions to accept a 3-year wage freeze as it seeks to enter into an agreement with the International Monetary Fund (IMF) to deal with an ailing economy. A statement from the Government Information Service (GIS) noted that since coming to office a year ago, the Mitchell administration has made 2 sizable payments to public officers, honored the 6% increase in salaries, and still managed to pay salaries on time despite the financial situation facing the country. In the statement, it was said that the government understands and accepts that reaction. It was remiss of us, and for that, we apologize. Police Commissioner in St. Vincent, Michael Charles, says an investigation will be launched into the death of a 49-year-old woman who died at the Milton Catton Memorial Hospital 1 day after lawmen raided her home in search of illegal weapons last week. Charles told reporters that Silma Thomas, 49, had fainted when law enforcement officials found and showed her a substrate resembling cannabis during the raid. But neighbors and relatives have accused the police of not acting promptly to provide her with medical attention when she suffered what later was diagnosed as a stroke after the raid last Thursday. Charles told reporters that the Rapid Response Unit had gone to the woman's house to execute a search warrant, and during the search, substance resembling cannabis was found and same was shown to the occupants of the house, and immediately, according to the police present, she fainted and steps were made to revive her. The police commissioner described the incident as unfortunate and extended deepest condolences to the Thomas family. The Jamaican government has obtained US $300,000 from the Inter-American Development Bank (IDB) to recruit a consultant as the island seeks to regulate its information and communications technology sector to establish one point of contact for investors requiring information regarding to establishing operations. The consultant's role will be to help the nation implement a single regulator, formulate costing, legislative, and organizational structures. The functions of the Office of Utilities Regulation (OUR), Broadcasting Commission, and Spectrum Management Authority will be merged to create the single entity. State Minister in the Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining, Julian Robinson, said the initial stages of the project would include developing a framework to guide how the entity will operate, its organizational structure, and the necessary legislative amendments required. The unemployment battle is still a very prominent one in Jamaica, but the National Center for Youth Development, NCYD, said that efforts will be made to prepare Jamaica's youth for employment through the services of the Youth Information Centers. Acting Director of the NYCD, Andrew Blackwin, disclosed that the aim of the new initiatives was to be relevant and to find ways of meeting the needs of youths who feel hopeless in their search for employment in the country. After claiming a historic win on Season 5 of the American hit TV show The Voice, Jamaica's songbird Tessanne Chin is to be honored at the University of the West Indies' 5th Annual Toronto Benefit Gala, where she will be presented with a Luminary Award. The event, scheduled for March 29th, pays homage to leaders of Caribbean and Canadian heritage. She was also invited to perform alongside musical legends Aretha Franklin, Melissa Etheridge, and Patti LaBelle at the Women of Soul in performance at the White House. This event was part of In Performance at the White House series held by the President and First Lady to celebrate great foremothers of American music with songs depicting the struggles and achievements of women. Tessanne made history by being the first Jamaican to perform at this level at the White House. Stephanie Bignall here, reporting for Cbtv.